Hi team, welcome to this week's adult senior black belt track curriculum. So this is our strike week, so we're going to be going over our 3 self-defense techniques: drawbridge A, crossing talon, smothering bear D. We're going to review our katas from the last couple of weeks, and then don't forget you're going to turn your homework in to your online coach, and it's going to be your 3 self-defense techniques for this week. So let's go ahead and get started. Team, we're going to need our RNE sticks, so make sure you have those available to you. And again, you should always have your full uniform on when you're doing your karate lessons. Your uniform, your top, your belt. Make sure you have everything with you. All right, team, ready? Let's get ready to start. Natural stance. Snap to attention. All right, team, spread your feet, make a fist cover. Bring your feet together. And team, curse them out. Relax stance, hands right behind your back. And repeat after me. Say, to build true confidence, I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. All right, team, so what we're going to start with today is we're going to be working with our step footwork again, just like we did last week. We're going to work on that triangle step, and we're going to take that into some of our kicks. So the first thing we want to do is when we get back to our natural stance, we're going to snap to attention. We're going to tap on our right leg, we're going to step back to our guarding stance. So team, what we're going to do is just work on that step again. So remember our step from last week, our back leg comes up, then our other leg steps back. All right, so again, just doing a mirroring here, I'll take my back leg, which would be your left leg. Left leg comes forward, your right leg goes back. Right leg forward, left leg back. Right leg, left leg right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Awesome, team. So that's our triangle step. We did that last week. Just want to review it real quick with us. We're going to be adding that to our kicking drill. So what we're going to start with is going to work on our shuffle up wheel kick. So from here, in our guarding stance, what we're going to do is with our wheel kick, we're going to start with our back leg coming up to our front leg. So we'll do it sideways here. So what's going to happen for our shuffle up, we're going to bring our feet together. I always think of this like my legs are attached by a rubber band and suddenly it just pulls it in. So snaps it in. Once my leg comes up here, kick with my wheel kick. All right, and I'm just going to shuffle back to where I started from. So it's going to be a quick shuffle in, kick, and shuffle back. So team, let's try that a little bit. So back to our guarding stance. Ready? And go. Shuffle in, kick, back and down. Ready? Keep, and again, go. Shuffle in, bring your leg up in the chamber, kick, come back and down, and go. And back, and go. And back, and go. Really focus on extending that foot out in front of you. Striking with the top of your foot. Ready, and go. Don't forget that chamber. Ready, and go. Hands are up. Ready, and go. Snap it right back. Kick it out, extend it, bring it right back. Ready, and go. Awesome, team. And switch, go to the other side. Still just working on that wheel kick. We're shaking the back leg. Shuffle up, feet together. Front leg comes up in our chamber. Kick, back, down, and shuffle back. Ready, team. And again, go. Shuffle in, chamber, kick, out, back, and down. Ready, and go. And back. Ready, and go. And back. 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 And switch the other side. Team, what we're going to do this time is we're going to combine that with our triangle step. So what's going to happen is we're going to alternate our legs. We're going to take our front leg. Sorry, take our back leg. We're going to shuffle forward. We're going to take our front leg, kick, plant down, and then we're going to step back the other way. Shuffle forward, kick, step back. So we're alternating our side each time we kick. All right, team, hands are up. Stomach to the side, eyes focused to the front. Right, team, break it down nice and slow first. So starting with our right leg comes forward, left leg kicks, plant it down, left leg steps back. That's one set. All right, other side, left leg comes forward, right leg kicks, step back with your right leg. They're all on the side. Ready? Right leg forward, left leg kicks, left leg back. Left leg forward, right leg kick, shuffle back. All right, team, a little faster. Ready, and go. Come right back. Ready, keep, and go. Shuffle in, kick, plant, and back. Ready, and go. Shuffle, kick, plant, and back. Ready, again, shuffle, kick, plant, and back. Ready, and go. Shuffle, kick, plant, and back. And go. Shuffle, kick, plant, and back. And go. Shuffle, kick, plant, and back. All right, heave, and one more time, ready, and go. Shuffle, kick, plant, and back. All right, heave from here. We're gonna do our roundhouse kick. So our roundhouse kick is very similar to the wheel kick. The wheel kick comes off our front leg, the roundhouse kick comes off our back leg. One of the things we have to be really mindful when we're doing a roundhouse kick is we really make sure we pivot on that front leg so we take the pressure off our knees. It makes us much more flexible. So first thing we do with our roundhouse kick is we're gonna take our front leg, we're gonna pivot it all the way out. We're gonna take our back leg, it's gonna come up into our chamber, kick, and then we're gonna put it right back where we got it from. All right. So that's gonna be our goal, is bringing it right back to where we started from. Pivot first, chamber off the back leg, kick, same kick as the wheel kick, bringing it right back to the back, and resetting back into our guarding stance. So let's do that a few times, team. Ready? And so go. First thing we're gonna do is pivot, chamber, kick, reset, and again, go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and reset, and go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and reset, and go. So pivot, chamber, kick, and reset, and go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and reset. And switch to the other side. Right, team? Same thing. Front leg is going to be doing the pivot. Back leg is our chamber, kick, reset back to our starting point. Ready, team? And go. So it's pivot, chamber, kick, and reset. Ready, and go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and reset. And go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and reset. Ready, and go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and reset. Ready, and go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and back. And one more time, team, and go. Pivot, chamber, kick, and back, and switch to the other side. Let's come and combine this with our triangle step from earlier. So what's gonna happen, team, is we're gonna take our back leg, we're gonna do our kick, but we're gonna switch legs, alternating legs each time. So how we're gonna do it is we're gonna take our front leg, we're gonna pivot. Our back leg is gonna kick. We're gonna go right back. Then we're stepping feet together, stepping back with the other leg, and we kick with the other side. Front leg, back leg kicked. We step back to our original spot. Back leg steps up. Alternate leg shifts back. That allows us to switch sides one after the other. All right. So let's start with the right side first, team. Right, hands up. And team, first thing we're gonna do is pivot. Right leg kicked. Reset right back. Right leg comes up. Left leg steps back. Right leg pivots. Left leg kicks. Left leg goes back. Left leg comes up. Right leg goes back. Now we're back to the other side. Right here, your front leg, your left leg is going to pivot, right leg is going to kick, reset right back to where you are, right leg comes up, left leg goes back. Now one more kick on the other side, front leg, your right leg pivots, your back leg, your left leg kicks, reset back to our starting point, feet come together, right leg steps back. All right, team, we're going to go a little faster this time. I'm just going to say go, we'll go through the entire kick combination. All right, team, and go. So it's going to be a kick and shift. All right, team. And go. So kick and shift. Ready, and go. 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 Kick and shift. Last one, team, and go. Kick and shift. Awesome, everyone, and relax. Shake it out a little bit. All right, team. What we're going to do next is we're going to go over our self-defense technique, drawbridge A, crossing talons, and smothering bear D. I'm going to have Miss Danielle come up here and join me. So just give us 1 second. I'll have her out. I'll get my mask on. Thank you very much, Miss Danielle. All right, team, so the first one we're going to do is drawbridge A. Drawbridge A is that right straight shoulder grab. So, you going to attack me? Sure. All right, so Miss Danielle's going to reach out. She's going to attack me with her right hand. She's going to grab hold of my left shoulder. It's a straight shoulder grab. She's reaching right across. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hand up in a crane. Fingers turned down. I'm striking with that little arch here, and where my wrist and my palm kind of meet. I'm going to strike down as close to her shoulder as I can, and what I want to do is I'm going to drag this toward me to get that elbow to bend, get her off balance. From here, I'm going to take my right leg, and I'm going to step forward in a C step. So by C step, think of the letter C. My feet come together, and I step behind her. So it's almost ankle to ankle or calf to calf on this one. From here, I'm going to bring my arm across into a hammer fist or a forearm block. My goal is to hit this shoulder and kind of roll her over. So I'm going to hit here. I'm going to roll her backwards, take it nice and slow for this one. From here, as she falls down, I'm going to take my right leg, drop it right on top of her. I still have control over her arm with my left hand. My right arm has to come back up. I'm going to strike the head, stop, stay down. Thank you very much, ma'am. Can we try it on this side as well? So we'll do it from the other side so you get a different angle for her. So again, she's going to do the right shoulder grab. So I do the crane, strike, pull forward, C-step behind, strike to the opposite shoulder, get her to roll down. Try and trap the arm if I can. If I lose control, it's not a big deal, but if I can keep control of it, it's much better. Drop my weight onto her, not on the ground, but onto her. Take my hand, punch whatever target's available, hopefully it's the head. Throw the arm away, stop, stay back as we clear out of there. Thank you, Ms. Danielle. Cool. All right, team, let's try that a few times in the air together. All right. So I'll be mirroring you, so you'll be doing it on your right side, I'll be doing it on my left. So start out on our natural stance. All right, team, the technique is drawbridge A. Right straight shoulder grab. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand, we're going to come up and we're going to crane right down to your shoulder, pulling him in. Take your right leg, C-step behind them. So think ankle to ankle, calf to calf. Take your right hand, forearm block across their body, fist striking into the opposite shoulder, rolling them across your leg as you pivot your body. Really important here, we want to get a full body pivot on here, not just hit with my arm and try and push them over. Unless you're a lot stronger, then it may not work. But if we get our entire body into it, across our leg, we have a chance of taking him down. Well, as they fall, I drop down to my right knee, my right hand pulls back, punches the available target, stop, stay back as I get out of there. So let's try that again, team. Technique is drawbridge A. It is a drawbridge A, which is a right straight shoulder grab. All right, team? First thing you do, left hand comes up, crane. Right leg, C-step behind. Right hand comes up, forearm block, hammer fist to the shoulder. Roll them over your leg as they drop. Drop your knee on top of them, hammer, punch to the face. Stop, stay back as we get out of there. All right, team, one more time. Drawbridge A. Right straight shoulder grab. All right, team? And go. Arm up. Crane down. Right leg comes through. C-step behind. Hammer fist, forearm block to the opposite shoulder. Rolling them down. Right knee drops on top of them. Right hand punches to the target available. Stop, stay back as we get out of there. So that is drawbridge A, everybody. So next one we're going to look at is crossing talon. Crossing talon is a right cross wrist grip. Ms. Danielle, if you don't mind coming out here again. So for this one, Ms. Danielle is going to grab hold of my right wrist. So what I want to do here, and by the way, if the tendency for a lot of us is try and do the counter grab right away. Now, I'm a little bit bigger than Ms. Danielle, so when I do this, I have a lot of muscle and power weight distribution to my advantage. But if there was a situation was reversed and I was much smaller than her, it'd be a lot harder for me to do that counter grab and be effective with it. So what I want to do is I want to optimize my chance of getting the best counter grab I can. And one of the ways I can do that is a forearm block or a heel palm or whatever to lock her arm up. So I'll use a forearm block for this because it really sets up the next one. I'm just going to strike in. So I just shift from here. I just shift my weight in, forearm block right into her elbow. That locks her arm up, puts me in a good position to counter grab. And at the same time I'm counter grabbing, I'm stepping between her legs or in front of her legs, and I can roll this arm into an arm bar. From here, I'm going to take my elbow strike right into the temple, rake down her spine, and come right down, straight down to the center, stop, stay back. Okay. I think that's a really good angle. We'll just do that one more time. Okay. So again, it's the right counter grab. So the first thing you do is forearm block here. As I do the forearm block, counter grab and step, kind of make one motion for it. Some people like to step and counter grab. Some people like to counter grab and step. I kind of do both of them at the same time. From here, as soon as I shift my weight in, roll. So I'm rolling that arm. I'm not just pushing, I'm kind of rolling it forward with it. From here, elbow strike, and I'm pulling as I elbow strike in, rake down the back, rake, elbow strike right to the spine, stop, stay back, as she's finished off. Thank you, ma'am. All right, team, let's try that one a few times in the air. So the technique is crossing talon. It is a right cross wrist grab. So if someone's reaching out with their right hand and they're going to grab hold of your right hand. So think of straight, they're reaching straight across their body, so it's their right to your left. Once crossed, they're going across your body, so their right hand is grabbing your right side. Okay. So this one, they grab our right side. So what happens here is I'm going to take my left arm, and as soon as they grab, boom, I explode in that forearm strike. I really want that to be effective. Catch them off guard if I can. Okay. If I really want to lock that arm up as quickly as I can, then counter grab and step. From the counter grab and step, I got a real easy roll. I'm going to roll my elbow forward. At the same time, I'm pulling back to my hip to really lock that arm in place. Shift forward as I elbow strike. Rake down, come up high, and rake down again. So as I'm doing the 3 elbow strikes, I am using full body mass on all of them. So I'm in the arm bar. I'm doing the first elbow strike. I'm driving my weight into it. As I do the back rake, I'm coming up a little bit, and I rake back. My body rotates in. I'm not just swinging my arm down. I'm letting my entire body go into it. As I do the third one, coming up nice and high. See the legs are nice and straight. Still keeping stable stance here, but I'm lifting my center of gravity up super high. So from here, drop down into the good horse stance, driving right into the back spine. Stop, stay back. So let's do that again. Technique is crossing talon. Right cross wrist grab from our natural stance. First thing we do is left hand comes up, braces the arm. From here, right arm counter grabs, left leg steps in front. Shift them into an arm bar, getting the bend over. From here, elbow strike to the temple, elbow rake down the spine, elbow comes up high, drops down into the spine, stops, stay back as we get out of there. All right, team, and again, ready, back to our natural stance. Team, the technique is crossing talon. It is a right cross wrist grab. All right, team, ready? First thing we do, left arm comes up, creates that forearm block against their elbow. Counter grab with your right, step forward with your left in front of them. From here, roll into an arm bar. Right elbow to the temple, right elbow down the spine, right elbow right into the center. Stop, stay back, it'll get some distance to clear ourselves away. Team, the next self-defense technique we're going to do is smothering bear D. So smothering bear D is a bear hug from the front, arms pinned. So with this one, Danielle's going to come up here and she's going to attack me. So she's going to come up, she tries to grab around my waist. What's going to happen here, team, is as soon as she does this, I'm going to go here and I'm going to smack her right in the ears. Right? And depending on where she is, that can be different. It could be way up here, it could be way back here, but we're trying to hit them in the ears with both hands. Then from here, I need to contour her body, so her face. So I'll take my right hand, I'm going to bring it across her face, back of her head, all the way around to the front. If she has glasses, I'll probably knock them off. I'm going to wedge my arm underneath her neck, take my left hand, put it right against my fist, and from here I'm going to push back, probably stepping back at the same time as I'm doing this to get some distance between us and her, getting her head to rock back. From here, jab, cross, stop, stay back. So thank you very much, ma'am. I think that one's pretty straightforward. All right, team, so let's do that a few times in the air. So smothering bear hug from the front, arms free. And team, even though being attacked with your arms free puts you in a much more advanced position than if your arms are pinned, it is all about a matter of timing because nobody's going to grab you in a bear hug and hold you there while someone explains the technique to you. They're going to grab you and they're trying to relocate you immediately. So as soon as someone gets their arms around you, one or two things first thing they're going to do, you're most likely going to be picked up to either be thrown backwards or thrown sideways or to be lifted up and carried out of the room. So you have to move very quickly because once your feet are off the ground, it does make things more complicated for you. So if you can react before they can lift you up off the ground, so much better, so much stronger technique. All right, team, let's try this again. Back to our natural stance. Technique is smothering bear D, bear hug from the front, arms free. So first thing that happens is they're coming in, striking to the ears. And again, they may be way down here or up here. We don't know where their head's going to be, but we're going to adjust our strike to hit them in the ears. When I do the self-defense technique, I always imagine where my ears are, and that's where I'm hitting. Right? So from here, what we're going to do next is we're going to take our right arm, I grab the back of their head, rotate around to the front, contouring their face to your forearms underneath their chin. From here, brace your arm, push out. Right? As you push out, you're pushing their chin back and get their head to roll back. Take your hand, jab, cross, stop, stay back. So let's try that again, team. Back to our natural stance. The technique is smothering bear D. It is bear hug from the front, arms free. First thing that happens is they come in and try and grab me around the waist. I pop their eardrums. From here, contour their face, get in the back of their head, slide my hand across their head, contact the entire time. Because again, they might be pressed right against their shoulder. I might really have to fight this, get this in here. Once I get underneath their chin, I'm gonna brace, push out, getting some distance between myself and them so they can shift into that jab, shift into that cross, and stop, stay back. Right team, one more time, smothering bear D, bear hug from the front, arms free. Right team, as they come in, clap to the ears, right hand grabs the back of the head, contours the face, gets underneath their chin, braces up from here. Jab, cross, stop, stay back as we make some distance between ourselves and them. All right, team. So that is our self-defense techniques. All right, we're gonna go back to katas. This is gonna be me on the mat for a little bit, so I'm gonna go take my mask off so you can hear me a little better, and we'll go right back to our kata universal one to start with. All right, team, so what we're looking at here for Universal One is, this is for all of our students will be working on Universal One, but if you are part of the a green belt or lower, this is the kata you'll be testing on as part of your next belt. So everyone, we're gonna start at our natural stance. Team, we're gonna snap to attention. We're gonna bring our hand up, say, action kata, Universal One, bow, right back to your guarding stance, aya. So the first thing that happens is our front hand is gonna come up. We're going to do a rising block, we're going to do an inward block, we're going to do an outward block, we're going to punch. From here, shift our weight to a downward block, back to a punch. Step forward with your right leg all the way into a horse stance. Bring your hand down into a heel palm to the center of your body, shift your weight back to the front, and reverse punch, punching with the backhand. All right, let's step back, let's just go through this punching combination, the block and punch combination again. So team, from here, we're in our guarding stance. First thing that happens is we do our rising block. Someone's coming in, pop, I pop my arm up really high. Something else comes to the side. I drop, I love doing this technique, this kata, for the hip rotation and the body dynamics behind it. So I think it's gonna be very powerful. If I just use my arms, it's not so powerful, but I use my entire body with it. Arm comes up, from here as I do the forearm block, inward forearm block, I'm dropping my weight, kind of dropping back into a rooted stance, shifting into it in my guard. From here, I can shift back into my front guard stance, my front stance, into my forearm block. From here, punch. So nice, strong techniques on that. I'm gonna do my downward block. The idea behind the downward block is I'm knocking something down and away. So I want to kind of have my body follow that same path. So I'm bringing it across my body, so I want to make sure I'm clearing everything here. So I swing across my body up to my shoulder and drop down, getting past my body. Once you're past your leg, you're good. You don't need to block way out here. That's a little bit too far. And you don't want to block too far into the inside. You make sure you get past your leg. But once you're past your leg, you've done your job. From here, shift back into our punch. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our heel palm technique. So we're going to step forward into a horse stance. So our right leg comes up, we shift into a horse stance. Right hand comes down, circles down, heel palm to the front, and then I shift back to the front. So for this one, my front leg just comes up on the ball of my foot. I shift forward to like about 1 o'clock on the clock there. And then what I'm gonna do is gonna rotate my body in. I'm pushing with my back leg, pushing my weight forward to drive that punch into it, really get that power into it. Great, so let's do that again. So the kata we're doing is Universal One. Ready, team? And attention. Action kata, Universal One, bow, back to our guarding stance, aya. From here we're gonna go up, in, out, punch, down, punch, heel palm, punch. Awesome. And team, when you're doing this kata on your own, I personally prefer using the words, especially when I'm teaching the kata, because I think saying the words as we're doing the technique really helps to get those that memory pathway being built so much quicker and faster for us. But when I'm doing this kata, if I'm doing this kata solo, I'm probably running through all my moves. I might be saying Subhasa, I might be going, in my case, I'm probably gonna go, because I like to grunt a lot, right? So if you really want to challenge yourself, think of something that's really difficult to call up. Like a really good example would be someone mentioned earlier today, the names of states. So if you want to really challenge yourself, think of your names of states, like, and do them in alphabetical, challenge yourself by doing alphabetical order. Like Arizona, California, Colorado, Denver. So pull out the names of the states and kind of figure out and really force your brain to work as you're going through the techniques. All right, let's do this one more time. Universal one, team. Ready? Back to our natural stance. Team, snap to attention. Action kata. Universal one. Bow. Back to our guard stance. Right. And go. Up, in, out, punch, down, punch. Step forward, heel palm, punch. And relax, team. That's what we're going to be working on. That's our kata up to this point. Next week we'll be adding a few more techniques to it as well. All right, team, the next thing we're going to look at is we're going to be looking at our tornado kata. So if you are white through green belt, go ahead and continue working on universal one. If you're brown belt and higher, go ahead and grab your Arnie sticks. We're going to go over tornado. All right, keep everyone back to your natural stance. All right, so tornado. A couple things to keep in mind when we're doing tornado, when we're in our natural stance. Try and hold your Arnie sticks toward the end, not way to the center, but out to the end. And each of our Arnie sticks is probably somewhere between 2 fingers and a fist away from the end of the Arnie stick. You don't want to be way in the center when you're holding, and you don't want your hand hanging off the edge. So a 2 finger, like a little bit greater, 2 fingers, probably a good rule. Again, it's a variable rule because it depends a lot on the length of your Arnie stick and the weight of your Arnie stick and also your body size. So if you are using a stick that's a little bit bigger, too big for you, you're probably gonna have to grip a little higher. If you're using a stick a little bit smaller for you, you're probably gonna grip a little bit lower on it. So just adjust for whatever your stick is gonna let you do. All right, team, ready? Start on our natural stance. All right, team, first thing we're gonna do is snap to attention. When we snap to attention, our left leg comes in, our right hand brings our Arnie stick up to the center of our chest. Ready, team? And attention! From here, team, we're gonna say the name of the kata. Tornado! We're gonna bow. Back out to your natural stance. All right, team, from here, we're gonna drop our weight down into horse stance, get our hands up in a guard. Ready, horse stance. We're gonna start with 4 count high. 4 count high, we're starting with our right hand. We're gonna draw next in front of them, shoulder to hip, hip to shoulder. So ready, we're gonna shoulder to hip, come right back up high, shoulder to hip. Other side, shoulder to hip, come back high, shoulder to hip. Awesome, team. From here, what we're gonna do next is 4 count low. 4 count lows from here, we're gonna strike across their knees, swing across their knees with a forehand, swing back across their knees. Other side, forehand across the knees, backhand across the knees. From here, team, we're gonna go to our cob. We're gonna strike to the head. So right hand to the head, left hand to the head. Right hand to the waist, left hand to the waist. Right hand to the knee, left hand to the knee. So that's what we're working up to today. All right, team. A couple things that I really think is really important when we're doing tornado is my one stick is striking. The other one's kind of in a guard position for me. So sometimes I'll see students who will do a strike and they'll strike, and the other Arnie stick is just kind of hanging down here, like minding his own business, like, oh, I'll wait my turn, right? Really, I want that other stick to be active, engaged the entire time. So when I'm doing 4 count high, I'm in my strike, boom, my stick is up. Up as I switch, I go back to a guard position. Right? 4 count low, 1, 2, got that guard. Other side, 1, 2, got the guard. Cob, 1, 2. Arnie sticks in the guard position. 1, guard, low, guard. So trying to swing back to the guard all the time so we don't end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where my Arnie sticks are both down here and my head is wide open for a counter attack. All right, team, let's go ahead and go through that kata again. Back from the very beginning, back to our natural stance. Team attention! Tornado. Bow. Back to our natural stance. Horse stance. Ready, team? And 4 count high. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 count low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cob. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. All right, team, and reset. All right. Let's do that one more time, team. Tornado. Back to our natural stance. Everyone, attention. Tornado. Bow. Back out to our natural stance. Horse stance. All right, team. And 4 count high. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 count low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cob. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And then relax. All right, team. So again, if you're a brown belt or higher working on tornado, continue working on tornado. White through green belts should be continuing working on universal 1. And our senior black belts, we're going to go through twin tornado for our next part of this. All right. So twin tornado has slightly different bowing for this. Our knee sticks are on our right hand. We start out in that tension stance. Our knee sticks come across our body, so up to our opposite shoulder. From here, team, we're going to bow. As we bow, bring our knee sticks up or around to the front. Hands come together. Left leg goes down, cross to the center. Step back to your guarding stance. Aya. We're going to start out with flowing sticks high. So we're going to do 4 head strikes here. Head strike, head strike. Strike around, head strike, head strike. From here, team, we're going to do 4 flowing sticks low, which is going to take the knees out again. So from here to the knee, back hand to the knee, or front hand to the knee, right? All right. From here, team, what we're going to do our beat the drum section. So we're going to take our back hand, our right hand, we're going to strike to the head. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to strike right back to the body. From here, we're going to strike down to the knee. From here, we're going to shift our feet. We're going to do that triangle step just like we did at the beginning of class. Front foot comes forward, up, back. Other foot goes back. Shift our position. Front hand to the head, back hand to the body, front hand to the knee. All right. And we're going to just stop right there. So let's go back and try that again all the way from the very beginning. All right, team. Technique we're doing is twin tornado. So snap to attention, our knee sticks up, bow, circle, cross, back to your guarding stance, flowing sticks high, 1, 2, 3, 4, flowing sticks low, 1, 2, 3, 4, beating the drums part 1, 1, 2, 3, beating the drums part 2, shift over here, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to reset. So let's do that one more time. Technique we're doing is twin tornado. So again, starting with the our knee sticks in our right hand, snap to attention, our knee sticks come up, twin tornado, bow, big circle around, cross, back to your guarding stance. All right, flowing sticks high, 1, 2, 3, 4, flowing sticks low, 1, 2, 3, 4, beating the drums part 1, head, body, knee, switch your feet, flowing sticks, or beating the drum part 2, head, body, knee, and then just reset. Awesome, team. All right, everyone go ahead and put your knee sticks back up, and we're going to gather together to go over our lesson of the week. All right, team. Everyone gather around a little bit. So, team, what we're going to talk about today is a super cool lesson of the week. It's about this guy who lives in New York, and he's got some friends in Boston. He wants to go visit them. So he buys a plane ticket for the 2:20 flight, and he got to the airport early like he had to, and he noticed that there's one of these old-fashioned scales that would also give you a fortune. And he figured he'd check it out. He had some time, right? So he figured he'd check it out. He put some coins into the machine, and a little card popped out, and it said, "Your name is John Jones. You weigh 188 pounds, and you are taking the 2:20 flight to Boston." He couldn't believe it. How could this machine know his name and what flight he was taking? So he did it again. And the same thing happened. The card popped out again, and it said, "Your name is still John Jones. You still weigh 188 pounds, and you are still taking the 2:20 flight to Boston." He was like, "Whoa, there is no way this machine is going to trick me. I'm going to go change my clothes in the men's room. I'm going to come out here and look completely different with a hat on, some sunglasses, and maybe even a Hawaiian shirt." So he goes in, gets changed, he comes out, looks all around, and no one's looking at him. He thinks maybe some sort of AI trick or something going on there, so he kind of sneaks over to the machine, he gets over to it, puts some coins into it, and a card pops out. And this time it says, "Your name is still John Jones. You still weigh 188 pounds, but you just missed the 2:20 flight to Boston." Team, do you see what happened here? He lost his focus. Our goal in life is to live the best life we can. The way to have the best life we can is to make sure we do the best we can with our life. Okay, that means like mentally we need to make sure we're studying things, we need to be watching good things, we have to make sure we're putting good things in our brain. Physically, we need to make sure we're eating healthy, like fruits and vegetables, and by working out, by physically exercising your body when it's hard. When it's difficult to do the push-ups or the kicks, well, guess what, guys? That's what being a black belt action karate is all about. But it's easy to lose focus on those things. We have to make sure that we maintain that focus. Team, let's not be like that gentleman who missed his 2:20 flight to Boston. Let's stay focused. All right, team, Everyone, thank you very much. And we're gonna get ready for our workout. So what we're gonna do next is, we're gonna do a little AMRAP workout. So I'm gonna have Miss Danielle, she's gonna do part of it, I'll do part of it. But the AMRAP workout is gonna consist of some wheel kick jab crosses, so I'll demonstrate real quick. So starting our natural stance, snap tension, back to our guarding stance. The first part of AMRAP is gonna be 10 wheel kick jab crosses. Taking the front leg, wheel kick, jab cross. We're gonna do 10 on that side, then we're gonna switch, and we're gonna do 10 on the other side. Wheel kick, jab cross. So we're gonna do 10 on that side as well. After that team, we're gonna do a pike push-up. So the idea behind a pike push-up is it's kind of like a regular push-up, but our butt is way up in the air, so we kind of make like an A with our body. So we're here, and team, all we're gonna do here is just gonna come down and come back up. We're gonna do 10 of those. All right. And team, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do each of our self-defense techniques 3 times. That's drawbridge A, crossing talent, and smothering bear D. When I do the self-defense techniques, I'll be doing it mirroring you, so if you're following along with me, I'll just be the mirror view of you. All right. After that, we're gonna do 10 reverse crunches. So with the reverse crunches, we're just gonna lay down on our back. We're gonna bring our knees up, put our hands behind our head, and we're gonna curl ourselves in a ball. So I'm here, trying to curl everything in nice and tight, pulling those muscles in. So small movements, but we're trying to really make everything really tight, working those core muscles in our body. We're gonna do that 10 times. Team, after that, we're gonna do horse stance, inward block, outward block. So we wanna make sure we, horse stance, we're gonna spread our feet out. Again, about twice the width of our shoulders. So if you think about where your natural stance is, that's probably about shoulder width. So just kind of double that. That's probably your horse stance width. So you don't want to get into a full split. You want to bend your knees. Okay. Toes to the front. Make sure your knees are pushing out. What we're going to do is we'll start with one side. We'll do an inward block and an outward block. Inward block and outward block. We'll do that 10 times. And then we'll go to the other side. Inward block, outward block, inward block, outward block. And we'll do 10 times on that other side as well. So that's going to be one round of our AMRAP. And our goal is to do as many rounds as possible. So I'll start with the first one. Miss Danielle will do the second one, and we'll switch back and forth over here. All right, team, let's get started. Everyone on your natural stance. All right, team, ready? And back to your guarding stance. And begin. We're going to do wheel kick, jab, cross. Ready? And go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you did 10 on one side, switch to the other side. So wheel kick, jab, cross. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome, team. Next we're going to do our pike push-ups. We're going to do 10 of those. So we're going down our push-up position. Move my glasses off because I'll probably fall off. Great. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, team, everyone back up. What we're doing next is self-defense. We'll do drawbridge A 3 times. Drawbridge A, right straight shoulder grab. Crane, C-step. Forearm block, take it down, punch, stop, stay back. Drawbridge A, right straight shoulder grab. Crane, C-step. Punch, hammer fist, take it down, punch, stop, stay back. Drawbridge A, right straight shoulder grab. Ready, team? And go. Crane, C-step. Forearm block to the shoulder, take it down, punch, stop, stay back. Next one is crossing talon, right cross wrist grab. First thing we're gonna do is left arm blocks, right arm counter grab, left leg steps in, elbow, 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 stop, stay back. Crossing talon, right cross wrist grab, ready? And go, block, counter grab, arm bar, elbow strike, elbow strike, elbow strike, stop, stay back. And again, crossing talon, right cross wrist grab, ready, and go. Block, counter grab, step, arm bar, elbow strike, elbow strike, elbow strike, stop, stay back. Last self-defense technique, team, is smothering bear D. Smothering bear D, bear hug from the front, arms free. So from here, clap the ears, brace the arm, wedge out, jab cross, stop, stay back. Again, team, smothering bear D, bear hug from the front, arms free, clap the ears, contour the face, wedge that arm in there, jab cross, stop, stay back, smothering bear D, bear hug from the front, arms free, clap the ears, arm goes around, create the wedge, jab cross, stop, stay back. All right, team, down on the ground for our reverse crunches. We're just gonna do 10 of these. So everyone down, knees up, try and get your knees at a 90-degree angle, hands behind your head, and crunch it up, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, team. Last part of our exercise here is going to be our horse stance inward outward block. So everyone get into horse stance. All right, so hands on your side. Starting with our right hand, we're going to do an inward block, outward block, right? So left inward, right outward, right? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going to the other side, team. So this time we're going to start with our right hand. We'll do a right inward block, left outward block. Ready, team? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, team. I'm Miss Danielle. Come up. She's going to do round 2 with you. Thank you very much, Miss Fran. Danielle, so are you?
All right, guys. So we're going to go back to the top to our grinding stance for this wheel kick jab process, 10 on each side. Ready? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we're going to switch your feet. Same thing, 10 more on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we're going to go onto the floor for our 10 pike push-ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here, we're going to hop back up. We're going to go through our defenses again. So first one's going to be drawbridge A, the right straight shoulder go. So arm comes up to the crane, C-step around, hammer fist, step down to the knee, punch, stop, stay back. So that's 1. So crane, C-step, hit, and then stop, stay back, 2. And last one, around here, stop, stay back, that's 3. Next one is crossing town, the right cross wrist grab. So arms out here, I'm going to brace the arm, step out, elbow, rake down, elbow again, stop, stay back, that's 1. Here, here, stop, stay back, 2. And last one, from here, elbow, and stop, step back, 3. Last one, smothering bear D, the bear hug from the front, arms free. So here we're going to clap on the ear, rake across the face, step back, jab cross, stop, stay back, that's 1. Cup the ear, contour, push, jab cross, stop, stay back, 2. And last one, clap the ear, around, jab cross, stop, stay back, and that's 3. Next, we're going to go on the floor for our reverse crunches. So knees are up, arms right here by our head. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one's going to be our horse stance, inward block, outward block. So come right here. We're going to take our right hand first, that inner block. So we go in and out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to go to the other side. So in, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's it for our second round.
Thank you very much, Miss Danielle. I'll take over the third round. All right, team. So round number 3. Round number 3, we're going to do the same thing. But one thing I want to point out before we go too far with this, we're doing forearm blocks. We're doing our outward forearm blocks. I personally know there's two different ways, multiple ways to do outside forearm blocks. There are two that I really prefer. One is when I do an outside forearm block, if my fist is low, like I'm doing a body block, my palm is toward me. I'm blocking toward my body. If I'm blocking a little higher, my palm is away from me, out from it. Both are okay, so whichever you're comfortable with, or whatever your instructor is working with, either one is going to be okay for our outside forearm block. I just think of them as two different aspects. One, forearm block low here puts me in a really good position for a jab. Forearm block high up here, catching the arm, puts me in a really good position to counter grab and pull them in for whatever I'm going to do with it. So I do vary the way I do my blocks based on the height of the axe coming in with me. For this drill right here, I'm doing inward block, and outward block. I'm going about shoulder level on my blocks. And when we did our kata, I was going a little bit higher. My hands were up a little bit higher on this one too. So you will see some differences in the way the blocks are done based on the expectation of where my attack is coming from. All right, team, let's go back to our AMRAP. So we're going back to our wheel kick, back to our natural stance, snap to attention, back to your ground stance. Aye. Wheel kick, jab, cross, team. Ready? And 1, soup, supasa. 2, soup, supasa. 3, soup, supasa. 4, soup, supasa. 5, soup, supasa. 6, soup, supasa. 7, soup, supasa. 8, soup, supasa. 9, soup, supasa. 10, soup, supasa. And switch. 10 more. Ready? And 1, soup, supasa. 2, soup, supasa. 3, soup, supasa. 4, soup, supasa. 5, soup, supasa. 6, soup, supasa. 7, soup, supasa. 8, soup, supasa. 9, soup, supasa. And 10, soup, supasa. All right, team. Pike push-ups. Ready? Let's do 10 of those. Ready, team? Class it out of the way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome, team. Everyone back up. On to our self-defense technique. Draw bridge A. Right straight shoulder grab. All right, team. And go. Stop, stay back. Draw bridge A. Right straight shoulder grab. Go. Stop, stay back. Draw bridge A. Right straight shoulder grab. Ready? And go. Stop, stay back. Next one is crossing talon. Right cross wrist grab. Back out to our natural stance, team. Ready? And go. Stop, stay back. Crossing talon. Right cross wrist grab. Ready? And go. Stop, stay back. Crossing talon. Right cross wrist grab. Ready? And go. Stop, stay back. Smothering bear D. Bear hug from the front. Arms free. Ready? And go. Stop, stay back. Smothering bear D. Bear hug from the front. Arms pinned. Arms free. Sorry, arms free. Ready? And go. Stop, stay back. Bear hug from the front. Arms free, smothering bear D. Ready? And go. Stop, stay back. All right, team, down for our reverse crunches. Let's do 10 of those. All right, team, ready? Set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Everyone back up. Horse stance, inward block, outward block. Back to our horse stance. Spread your feet out. Hands in your chamber. Left hand first, then right hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, switch to the other side, team. Make sure your knees are bent. Pushing the knees out, starting with our right hand first, inward, left hand outward. Ready, team? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax, everybody. Awesome. We're going to do one more round. So, Miss Danielle, if you can come out here, thank you.
All right, back to the very top. We're going to go back to our guarding stance. 10 looking jab cross on each side. There you go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Mirror. Switch your feet. 10 more on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next are our plank pushes. So back on the floor for these ones. We're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next up are some defense techniques. First one is driver J, the right straight shoulder grab. So your arm comes up, crane down, step around, hammer fist, knee and punch, stop, stay back. So that's 1. Stop, stay back, 2. And last one for this one, crane, step, hammer fist, and stop, stay back, that's 3. Next one is crossing talon, the right cross wrist grab. So arms out, we're going to brace the arm, step in, elbow, right elbow, stop, stay back, that's 1. Stop, stay back, 2. And last one, stop, stay back, that's 3. Last defense technique is smothering bear D, the bear hug from the front, arms free. So we're going to clap on the ear, contour the face, push and step back, jab cross, stop, stay back, that's 1. So clap. Jab cross, stop, stay back, that's 2. And last one, stop, stay back, 3. So now we're going to go on the floor for our reverse crunches. So knees up, hands behind our head. So come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The last thing we're going to do is our horse stance, inner block, outer block. So we drop down to a horse stance. So we're going to take our left hand first, or sorry, right hand first for the inner block. So we're going to go in, out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And reset. Now we're going to go to our right side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You guys can relax.
Thank you very much, Miss Danielle. All right, team, everyone relax. Take a deep breath into your nose, out through your mouth. Hold it. Exhale. Team, again, inhale through your nose. Hold it. And exhale. Team, I'm sure we've all heard of the power of taking a deep breath when we start to get angry or frustrated or find ourselves in a difficult situation, is trying to center ourselves. But when we try and do that, we find it's extremely difficult. When you have that opportunity in karate class or in a calm moment in your life to take a few moments to practice those deep breathing exercises, in through your nose, hold it for 4 seconds, out through your mouth, exhale for 4 seconds, in 4 seconds, hold it 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. Take those moments when it's calm and peaceful and practice it. Because if you practice it when it's calm and peaceful, you're going to be able to use it when it's in a high stress situation. It's just like our martial arts skills, right? We practice our martial arts skills in a safe environment so that when we do need to use them in a high stress area, they become more natural to us. If the only time we try and use those skills is we talk about throwing kicks and we talk about throwing punches, but we never actually practice them until we absolutely need them, we're going to find they're not going to be very effective. Same with our breathing exercises. If we know breathing is a great way for us to calm ourselves down, we need to make sure we spend that time to practice those breathing exercises in a calm environment, so they're going to be at our resource, ready for us to use when we're in a high stress situation. Team, one more thing I want to bring up before we leave about kata, and I just have a personal philosophy of how I practice kata, and I just want to share with everybody real quick. So when we're doing kata, I do kata 3 ways. I do kata at normal or performance speed, which is the way I would do it for a test or for a tournament. That would be the one way I do the kata, and that's kind of the normal way most people practice it. I also practice kata at a really incredibly slow speed. That gives me an opportunity to really nitpick and fine-tune my technique. So when I do it really slow, I take a moment to look at where my hand is, where my weight distribution is, where my feet are, where my knees are. I try and look at everything between each move, breaking it down really small. And team, I also do kata at a super fast speed. In fact, I try and do it so fast that I know it's going to fail. Like it's too fast for me to actually do it successfully. Because the point at which it fails, the point at which I start to fall apart when I'm going really fast, that pinpoints those areas which I really need to go back and look at and take a close look at it. So you push yourself to that point where it's really more than you can handle with your speed, and something's going to fall apart. That's the point. You go, wow, that fell apart. I can go back and look at that one. It's a good point for me to kind of work on and try and improve that technique or that aspect of the kata. So just some ideas for kata. If you're practicing on your own, try it every time you practice kata. Try doing those 3 ways. Once at regular performance speed, once super slow, and once super fast. And by the order, it doesn't matter. It's whatever's comfortable for you. But it's a great way to kind of internalize what we're doing in kata. All right, team, for this week, it is strike week, so please make sure you do your self-defense techniques, drawbridge A, crossing talon, smothering bear D. Make sure you do those self-defense techniques for your online coach. Send them a quick video, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever it takes, of those 3 self-defense techniques so they can evaluate you and let you know if you're ready for your next strike. All right, team, I think that's going to be it. Everyone have a great day, and I will see you soon. Natural stance team, snap to attention. Everyone face front and bow. All right, team AB, see ya. Have a great night.